Hello, Twin Flames. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. This is a special Twin Flame reading for you all. We're gonna pull from a couple of decks today, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and then also look at the different messages from your Twin Flame. So the decks that we're gonna be pulling from are Archangel Animals for the masculine, Angels and Auras for the feminine, and as a message from your Twin Flame, we're going to be pulling from Burning Heart Love Oracles. So that should be pretty juicy. And I've shuffled the cards, but I haven't looked at any of them. So this reading is a channeled reading for you all and what the energy is like today on Christmas 2024. But whenever you find this message is for you. So the first card that we have for the Divine Masculine is Ladybird. Accept happiness and good fortune. And I call these ladybugs. I guess they call this a ladybird, maybe in some places of the world. But, you know, this animal, this insect, I guess, is often associated with good luck. And if you're like me, in the fall, they kind of come in and hibernate and they're all over your house in the wintertime. So I have a lot of these around right now. But it really is accepting the abundance and good luck that you have in your life, the miracles that are unfolding in your life. Miracles are not rare. They're a natural part of existing. And A Course in Miracles says that if miracles aren't happening, something wrong has occurred, right? If you're not experiencing and allowing miracles in your life, there's something out of alignment with love that is blocking those miracles. So I invite you, especially for the Divine Masculines here that are maybe seeing this, to open yourself to receiving. I think masculines are naturally a giving energy, and sometimes we don't allow ourselves to receive because we feel like we always should be giving. And you have to receive in order to continue giving. So allow yourself to receive that good luck, fortune, and the miracles in your life. The next card that is going to be for the feminine, so we can look at these side by side, is Don't Compromise. Boundaries, assertiveness, courage, unwavering. And this is a pretty beautiful card. It's a heart with wings. And what I feel like for the feminine, this is saying, is to hold your value high. I think there's a temptation, especially with divine feminines, although it's not just divine feminines that do this, to lower your value or your boundaries just to get, attention from your twin flame. You get that text and you're like, oh, I'll settle for just the text. And while a text can be a good first step, and a friendship can be a good first step, and a good foundation for your union to grow, you don't want to settle and accept less than what you deserve for love, for a relationship. You don't want to settle for being the third wheel or just the other woman in a relationship. It's important to hold your value high. And you're not going to lose your twin flame by holding your value high. That's actually what triggers that desire within your twin flame to rise to that occasion. If you're giving away the honey for free, they're not going to work as hard, and they may not even work at all for it, right? If you experience your twin flame taking you for granted, it's lowering your value to continue to allow that behavior. So setting boundaries, holding your value high, recognizing that you are a goddess to him, just like he's a god to you, right? He's not God, and you're not God, but the love of God comes through you to be with them, and it's extremely valuable. You're extremely valuable to your twin flame and vice versa, and to treat yourself less than that is dishonoring your relationship to your twin flame. So that doesn't mean to play hard to get. That doesn't mean to, be unreasonable and, if you don't do X, Y, Z, start playing games like that. But that does mean to hold your value high. It's safe to do that. The next card for the Divine Masculine is Gray Squirrel. Find new ways of solving problems. Yeah, and it feels like to me that this is maybe a block, Divine Masculines, if you're going through something right now, and maybe you've been approaching it by trying to solve it on the exterior. You know, you've been trying to dig at the problem, you've been trying to solve it in all these ways that aren't really working for you. Especially with your twin flame, you're not going to see results by going outside of yourself. You're not going to convince your twin flame that you're twin flames. You're not going to convince them to leave their third party or anything like that. You go within and you heal yourself, and that is how you attract them. That's where the problems are solved, is through inner reflection and healing. And when you come into harmony with yourself within, you come into harmony with God within, your twin flame can't help but be drawn to you. So look at the problem a different way and solve it through inner healing. You can see right here in the heart chakra and the connection to God, like all of this is happening within this squirrel and not happening outside of him trying to get the female squirrel or the nuts or whatever he's trying to do right now. All right, the next card for the Divine Feminine is Compassion, Self-Care, Simplification, Beauty. Yeah, I'm really feeling like this theme for the Divine Feminine is really just to hold your, like, again, like we talked about with Don't Compromise, it's really holding your value high, really focusing on you and feeling good within yourself. And I mean, that's the same message that we're seeing from the Divine Masculine, right? It's focusing on what you already have, your blessings, focusing on your solving problems within. It's really, both of these are going within, being yourself, you know, taking care of yourself. And yeah, the Divine Feminine is no different. You're one, right? So this is two sides of the same coin. Is to really take care of yourself. You know, have compassion for yourself. Your twin flame doesn't come along to take care of you. Your twin flame doesn't save you. They're not your knight in shining armor. They are going to point you to be your own savior. And self-care can be bubble baths and spa treatments and things like that, but it can also just be that inner love that you're giving yourself and your inner child and growing your inner beauty. That's, the primary way that you're attracting your twin flame is surrendering into your true divine nature, which is a beautiful divine feminine. So embrace that. The next card for the Divine Masculine is Goat. Act from your inner wisdom. Again, we're talking about the inner world. You don't act from trying to get something on the outside. You don't act from a place of anxiety or acting on what the external is showing you. A lot of times, if you look to the external as your compass for what to do, you're actually going to end up doing the wrong thing, because your external world manifests as a result of your internal world. And if you have a lot of anxiety within yourself, you have a lot of doubts within yourself, that is going to be reflected by your external world. As within, so without. And until you address the internal issues, until you come into peace and clarity within yourself, the external is not going to shift and change. So don't focus on the outside. Don't act from the trying to get something to happen on the outside. Act from the peace and guidance that comes with your inner healing. Clarity always comes as a result of healing, coming into peace, and that will guide you to the right thing to do. And the third card for the Divine Feminine is Freedom, Authenticity, Uniqueness, and Courage. And she's zipping off her outer exterior and revealing her true self. This is a very inner reading for the Divine Feminine. It's very much be yourself, be your beautiful divine self, and hold yourself to that beautiful goddess that you are. Don't allow yourself to be hardened by the world, and you can let go of anything that you've put on to protect yourself. God is your protection, and you can just be your beautiful, divine, wonderful self. Oh, and I missed this. It says, be the real you. So yeah, that's what we're, letting go of the facades, letting go of what you think you need to be, and being who you truly are is the divine child of God. All right, the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the divine masculines is Badger, Honey Badger. Badger, bring your life into balance. Yeah, this is, a balance I get between your inner and outer world, since that's what we've kind of looked at throughout this reading for the masculine. It's really pointing you to go more within yourself. And both of these are really for the divine feminine as well. But you want to balance your inner and outer world. You heal within, and then you take guided steps in your outer reality. That's how it's always going to work. And the divine masculine can have more external healing experiences, and maybe that's how you heal, is you have experiences and you learn from those experiences. But all of that is really happening within. It's not happening as a result of you doing something on the outside, but you do have to take those guided action steps once you've reached your peace and clarity within. So find that balance of doing the inner work and doing the outer action steps, not just one or the other. You're not hiding away like a monk. You're doing the inner work and then you're applying it to your life so that you can attract your twin flame into your reality. And the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the feminine is the power of prayer, surrender, believe, affirm, release. And what really comes into mind for this is, again, that energy of going within and being like your true self. I think, I see a lot of divine feminines every day saying, focus so much on their twin flame, and how do I get them to respond to me? How do I get them to text me? How do I get them to leave their third party, their karmic? And all the while, they're putting all of their energy outside of themselves, focusing on how to get the man, the divine masculine, to do what they want him to do. This is how you do that. This is how you do that, is focusing on yourself, being the real you, surrendering, having faith that as you are in alignment with yourself, coming into harmony with yourself, that your twin flame will be attracted to you like the bee is to the flower. The flower doesn't go to the bee. The flower doesn't try to convince the bee. The flower just is, and the bee naturally comes. And that's how your twin flame is. So focus on being your true divine self, your beautiful, divine, loving self. Don't lower your value, and your twin flame will be there. So surrender to that process. All right. And the last cards that we're going to pull in this reading for today is we're going to pull 3 cards for the messages from your twin flame. And it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. This message is for you from your twin flame. So the first card is, I don't want to be toxic anymore. Yeah, your twin flame is never intentionally toxic with you. They are always going to be your perfect mirror. And if you've experienced toxicity with your twin flame in any way, where maybe you came together and you had a toxic relationship where you had codependency or just a messy relationship, that's not something that either of you truly want in your heart. They just have to mirror you by law. So if you've had a challenge with yourself of, seeing yourself as lovable, seeing yourself as good with yourself, if you've been hard on yourself, if you've had a toxic relationship with yourself, that's going to be mirrored by your twin flame. But as soon as you choose to let go of that toxic relationship, you love yourself, you no longer allow that into your reality, you choose to love yourself and be gentle with yourself and compassionate and kind, your twin flame mirrors that relationship with you, and you'll be able to have a healthy relationship with them as you have a healthy relationship with yourself. Again, that does not mean to accept less. You do not accept toxic behavior. You do not accept abusive or any type of behavior like that, you have very strong boundaries. That's a part of what the Divine Feminine card, don't compromise is. Don't compromise on the healthy, loving relationship that you both truly want. And if you're experiencing behavior that is not acceptable, you put a boundary up with that. A boundary is loving. So when you put that boundary up, you say, I will not have anything other than divine love, and you will start to magnetize only divine love. All right. The next card is I Can't Let You Go. Yeah, and I feel like this is a reminder that you're not losing your twin flame. Even if they are with a third party, even if they've said that they'll never be with you, you can't lose your twin flame, just like you can't lose yourself. You can feel like you've lost your twin flame. You can feel like you've lost yourself. You can feel like, you'll never be on the same page with yourself or your twin flame. But all of that is just an upset to be healed and a call for love. And as you love yourself in the places that are calling for love, you naturally magnetize your twin flame back to you. They can't let go of you like they can't let go of themselves, and vice versa. So the only thing stopping you from being together, the only thing stopping you from seeing your oneness, is the block that's in between there. And all that is a call for more love. And the next card is I've Been Manifesting You. Yeah, a lot of people think that they're the only one doing the inner work while their twin flame is off partying. And if you are doing the inner work, your twin flame is also doing inner work too. They may not be doing the mirror exercise. It may not look exactly like the way that you are manifesting them through your inner healing and meditations or whatever it is that you're doing. You're manifesting them, and they are at the same time manifesting you. They are doing the inner healing work in the way that works for them. There's a good example in Twin Flame Ascension School where a student is doing all this inner work with the mirror exercise and is really, taking steps there, but her twin flame really likes to play basketball and really likes to take walks and do all these things to process his emotions. And that is the same thing. They're both doing the inner work. They're both working through their feelings and loving themselves in the way that is best for them. And so don't judge what it looks like, your twin flames process to be with you. They are also in the process of manifesting you. All right, and we're going to do one bonus card, the bottom of the deck. I really like the overall energy. The overall message is, I really do care, even though I don't show it. Yeah, and that is the universal truth with twin flames, is no matter what it looks like on the outside, they do love you, they do care. And even if they don't consciously feel that at this moment, in their heart of hearts, in their core, in their authentic divine self, they cannot help but love you. And that is what mirroring is. It's loving you so much that they will point you to love yourself. And sometimes the best way to motivate you to love yourself is to not give you the thing that you're asking for. Sometimes a lifeline is not to give a lifeline. It's for someone to teach someone how to love themselves, to show them where they need to go deeper into loving yourself. No one can love you for you. No one can do the inner work for you. Even if you do the inner work together as one, no one can do your inner work for you, not even your twin flame. You have to do that with yourself and God. That's all that there is, right? And so it's not a bad thing. They are truly loving you as they're showing you these blocks. And it can feel uncomfortable, but they do love you and they do want to be with you as much as you want to be with them. And God wants you to be together even more than you all want to be together. So trust that and have faith. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this holiday reading for you all. I hope that it resonates with you and helps you in the next steps of your journey. If you would like additional support with your twin flame journey, or if you're new to the journey, I'm hosting a Twin Flames 101 workshop this weekend, December 28th, 2024. at 2 p.m. Eastern. The link to register will be in the description down below. I invite you to join me and learn the basics of healing, learn the basics of twin flames. And if you're ready to claim even more support, you can visit SacredTwinFlameUnion.com for coaching and additional card reading services. Happy holidays, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.